download this. I put the little instructions in there on how to do the referral and my name for the referral. And if you put my name in for the referral, I get 2 free packs of the all armies, and then whoever puts my name in also gets 2 free packs.
Oh, nice.
And then they also have, so like I'm doing Tyranids, and there's a Tyranids campaign, and at any point in time you can switch what campaign you want to run. So you can do Sisters of Battle, you can do Chaos Marines, you can do Eldar, you can do Space Marines, you know, all the factions. Necrons are in there as well. Gene Stealers are in there. And I don't even know when this game came out. It's just I was watching my baseball game, and then like at the fourth in between the top and the bottom of the fourth inning, all of a sudden there was a commercial for it. And I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna go give it a whirl," and I'm having pretty good fun with it actually.
All right.
Oh man!
So do we want to just go ahead and jump in this fight and then keep going?
I mean,
Yeah.
we already jumped into the fight. We just need to finish the fight.
Yeah.
It's the Master Chief thing.
Yeah.
Technically, Klaus jumped into the fight. We walked up
Yeah. Klaus started it.
by jumping down the hole.
Well, not just that,
Oh
but
yeah,
by
good point.
launching
We
a
all just kind of
fireball at all
walked
of them.
over. But Klaus jumped into a hole.
Yeah, y'all walked over, Klaus jumped into a hole, and then Klaus decided to fireball all of them. And of course, they weren't happy about that.
I think we ended at the top of my turn.
Yeah, we've had at least one round.
Dude, if this will work. Hold on. Can I just go for... Hold on, my tail spider's acting up. Main menu.
We'll let everyone know while we're waiting on Klaus. My story. I'm doing my own story for the alien.
Yeah, makes sense.
Even though it's my first time, but as Texas said, when it comes to alien lore, that's like my thing. I mean,
Yeah.
my one of my tarantulas is named Geiger for H.R. Geiger, who created Alien.
Ah.
And one of my terrarium enclosure builds is Alien based. Like I could put a picture up. I design all my own things when I'm building my animal enclosures. It's got the egg sacs and marines stuck to the wall and goo and all kinds of stuff is inside of there.
Oh, that's cool.
I got a picture. I can post it here in a little bit. But so it's going to happen between kind of like in between the story of the first Alien movie and Aliens. So in between the first two movies.
Ah, okay.
Let's see here. Let me go to.
Dude, what the fuck is going on with D&D Beyond?
It's acting up.
Yeah, it won't let me get into it for some reason.
There you go. I sent it in the general chat.
Well, D&D Beyond is kind of finicky and Hellspire.
password. Come on. Yeah, whatever.
You just open
The
it
weird
up in
hum-
the browser if need be.
There's a weird humming coming from your mic, Tex.
That's what I'm gonna have to do.
If you're interested in seeing it, I put the picture of Geiger's enclosure in the general chat.
Echoes of Divinity. And me. Okay, here we go. Spells. It's a lot different looking at it like this in the web browser than.
Yeah, I think it shows you the mobile version in
Yeah, it
Tailspire.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. What is my HP at? 47, okay.
And one is right there.
Yeah. I want to. Is there any space in between us, or? Cause I see our minis are touching.
Yeah, he's right there.
Okay. Okay, let's see. I want to have the skeletons. Move back 10 feet.
All right.
And then I will move back 15 feet.
Attack of opportunity against you.
All right.
13 to hit.
No, misses.
Okay.
Right. And then the slide will move.
Remember the slads. I think it's still invisible.
Yeah. I'm going to tell him to move 5 feet back. Just so he's out of the way. And then I'm going to cast right here. And it can be 60 feet long from here, about the entrance. Right there. I'm going to cast. Oh, I from the
Wall of fire.
Wall of Death. It's 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick.
So basically, take up this entire entrance.
Yes. Between wherever Indonia and the skeleton is and him split right through there. That's what I was trying to get that thing to look.
Okay. Since most of them are next to it, they have to make a save.
Let's see here. The wall is opaque and lasts for a duration. When the wall appears, each creature in its area must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 4d8 on a failed save and half as much on a successful. One side of the wall selected by you when you cast it, the spell deals 4d8 necrotic damage to each creature who ends their turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall.
That's basically all trolls in Indonia.
Yes, and I'm going to choose the side the trolls are on also for the wall side.
Okay.
And I think this. Yeah. So trolls, so if they end their turns there, and then Adonia will have to make a Constitution saving throw also.
So it's not. So no effect immediately when you cast it.
Let's see. The wall is opaque and lasts for a duration. When the wall appears, each creature in its area must make a Constitution saving throw. So yeah, when it appears, each creature must, and then as I'm casting it, I also choose a side of the wall and then each creature that ends their turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall takes damage also.
Okay, this is a concentration spell.
It is, yes, it's
Okay.
concentration.
Alright, so Murky is concentrating. Okay.
And,
Alright, so I gotta make a roll.
yes. Constitution roll.
9.
Oh,
Oh, the save is a 18.
How much damage am I taking?
One fails. See next one.
Well, you
12
said
points.
necrotic?
Yeah, 12 points of necrotic.
I have necrotic resistance, so I take half.
Yes, you'll
Yeah.
take 6 points.
One succeeds. So 2 fail, 1 succeeds.
Alright, so 2 will take 12, 1 takes 6.
Let's see. Third.
Maybe the tail spire to continue my low roll.
12.
My turn.
6. And
Oh, they also take damage when they enter the wall for the first time on their turn, or in their turn there. The other side of the wall deals no damage, so if they make it through the wall, if they end their turn on the other side, they won't take damage, but when they first walk through it, they will too, which is good.
yeah, he's just gonna go right through the wall past your skeletons and straight toward you.
Okay, he'll need to make another.
Con save. Yeah, succeed with a 23.
Okay. 14, so 7 points of necrotic.
Alright, he's gonna take 3 claw strikes at you. Whack,
Alright.
whack, whack.
Would the skeletons get an opportunity attack as he walks by them?
Yes.
Okay. While you're rolling for damage, I'm gonna roll for them. Or see if you hit me.
21 to hit on the first.
Yep.
Second attack, 28 to hit.
Yep.
And last, 14.
No.
Alright, so 2 hit you.
Does a 10 hit?
No.
Okay, they miss.
Above table, it also said that you just rolled that 10 based on the slad, so I don't know if the numbers are off.
Did it say sled, really? I'm on the skeletons.
Yeah, it said slad.
no, that's just because that's probably the last character that you were moving around, so it used that as your name, or it's the last character you were given control over. It shouldn't change the role if you're using D&D Beyond for it.
Yeah, I'm using D&D Beyond. It may be also because the slad's the first character on my little sheet there.
Like if you look on the left, it says Slad Death 02.
Yeah.
Like the same way that whenever I keep rolling, it keeps attributing Alatia to my rolls.
Oh yeah, now I see it says skeleton. No, it says Klaus.
Alright, so 13 points of slashing damage on the first one.
Alright.
And 12 points on the second.
Alright.
That's its turn.
At the end of the swamp troll's turn,
I think you already burned the seal though on the previous round.
did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I was making sure.
So Singe, he is going to Yeah, the warding bond's already between you two, so yeah, he'll cast Heroism on you on Phalar.
Ah, what's that do?
4 temporary hit points at the start of each of your turns.
All right. Nice. Then,
And he will.
Do those stack?
another temp HP, so
Yeah, temp HP doesn't stack.
Okay.
that's what, I think, isn't that something that they clarified, because in one of the older editions it wasn't specified?
Yeah, I don't think they never specified, but
Like, they never said that it does stack, but they never said that it doesn't, so everybody assumed that it did and would start doing like 7 or 8 things on someone to give them like 60 extra points.
before they went to like, whoa, okay, no.
Get a barbarian with 95 temp HP raging.
Yeah, they'll be in his turn.
Alright. So that one's cursed. I'm not going to try and attack it because it's gonna splash stuff onto auto if I do.
All of them do that.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying this one's right in front of our teammate.
Yeah.
I would suggest we take care of these two because the other two have to go through that wall still.
Yeah. I mean, I technically have sneak attack on both of them because allies are within 5 feet.
True.
I mean, how does Otto look? Does he look like he's still holding up against the acid?
I don't think I don't think Otto's taking any damage this fight. Let's see. Yeah, Otto has 51 and a 66.
Alright. So Phalar's gonna slink between the trees here. Which, because of how many large creatures we currently have on the board, the trees seem quite diminutive in size.
Yeah, they look more like.
But that's just because everything here is big.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come running up to his side, weave between the trees, and I'm going to attempt to stab him with the core cut dagger as my lead.
Alright.
Let me refresh Tailspire, or not Tailspire, D&D Beyond, because I've rather been enjoying. Bleh. Yes, I'd rather been enjoying rolling my dice physically.
Less RNG that way.
Plus, then I can throw it at people and stuff.
Go for it.
So that'll be at advantage from flanking, because.
Yep.
All right, first roll. 18.
That hits.
Second roll is a 21.
Yeah, that
which
hits.
hits still. Sometimes you just gotta see if you're gonna get that crit or not.
So before,
So that will
before
be,
you roll
yep.
damage, I'll go ahead and tell you the acid damage you take. So you take 14 points of acid for the first attack. And so does Otto, and so does your shield guardian.
Alright, so I think Singe had warding bond on me. Unless that got cut.
Yeah, he still has it.
So I think that what we said is, so that means
So be like
14, so I'm taking 7, and then the Shield Guardian's taking 14 and 7, because it's taking half, or no, it's gonna take 14 and
Plus 7.
I guess because if it's taking half, but I think we said that both him and Singe would be taking a quarter. Because I've got Warding Bond and Bond.
Yeah. So be...
So that we round it up or down?
Down, so you take 3.
And then Singe will take a little bit of damage from that.
Yeah, he'll
So
take...
I'm taking 7.
He'll take 3, and... Yeah, and you're...
Guardian, I'm doing this before I'm rolling the damage, just so that I don't forget it.
And I'll go ahead and take your second... And you take another 14, your second attack. And Otto takes another 14. He's not doing great.
Oh, that was because of advantage. That's why I rolled twice.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because of flanking.
Okay. I'll heal him for 14.
He thought he took acid damage, but he did not.
Well, I mean, he still did, just from that one attack.
It just hurt a lot more at first, because he was being slightly dramatic about it.
Ow!
Alright, so base damage, that's a max damage die. So explosive, okay.
He loses concentration on Hex,
So
unfortunately.
that's 12.
Let's see here. What can I do with... Let me check this again, because I've only done this twice now. Just real quick. I think that's going to be the option. Okay. So I will sacrifice one of my d6s off of this, so just I guess take the last roll of this off to do withdraw.
Okay, so what was the first damage you rolled? I didn't see it.
12.
Okay, 12.
It was 9 with an exploding dice, and that one was a 3, so 12.
Okay.
So I'm sacrificing the d6, so we'll just go with whatever the last die is that's rolled. We won't count.
Okay.
Because I can't exactly take one off, it just takes them all off. So that'll be 11 instead.
Alright.
And that I will use to do withdraw. So I can move half of my speed away without provoking opportunity. So he's just going to move back through the trees.
Okay.
So I'm just going to come back over this way.
Alrighty.
And I think bonus action... This is so much easier to look at on here. He's already cursed. I don't feel like bonus action is really required in this case, so... That is going to be me.
So this one, no. This one. And to run up to you and Donia. Give you 3 strikes with its claws.
Is he going through the wall, or...?
No. He's still on the other side.
I mean, to reach me, he'd be going through the wall.
No, because you're standing right at the wall.
But he has to reach through the wall to hit me.
No, you're on the other side of where the trolls are. You're not on the other side.
Oh, because I thought Klaus said he's putting it between the trolls and me.
Are you?
Yeah, that's what I thought I was. Thought that's where the line was.
Well, because where you put the line was directly where Antonio was. So,
okay.
yeah, so he has to be on one side or the other. It can't be.
Okay. I don't know. I'll let. She already took damage for being on that side. I guess she's on the other side of the wall.
Alright.
Then.
First attack is a 18 to hit.
Yep.
Second attack, 13 to hit. Which probably misses.
Nope.
Third attack is a whopping 21 to hit.
Nope.
20 points of slashing damage for the first one. And 14 for the second.
I'm at half.
Let's see, it's his turn.
On the end of his turn, since he's within 10 feet, he ended within 10 feet of the wall, he needs to make a con save.
Alright. Fails with a 14.
$19 points of necrotic damage.
Owie.
Am I able? Oh, it's gonna be that one, and then Adonia's turn next.
Yep, and he's gonna. They're swarming you and doing it since you're the only one inside the wall. He has advantage. There's a flanking. Yeah, 28 to hit on the first one. 21 on the second one. And 24 on the third. So they all hit. Take 12 points on the first one. $12 on the second. And last 14 on the third.
All right.
You're surviving?
Barely.
At the end of his turn, I need him to make a con save too.
Failed.
Alright. 10. I'm not getting any exploding dice rolls tonight. Fuck.
Alright. Andonia.
All right, starting my turn, I'm spending my bonus action and healing myself for 45, which, because of the bond, Klaus, you heal for 45.
Yes, I needed it. Oh, it's less than half HP.
Is it too late? I forgot about something.
For what?
Hellfire Rebuke. When a creature
Uh,
within 10 feet of me hits me with an attack, I use a reaction to unleash a burst of hellfire.
that would have been during its turn, but yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
So
Because
it needs
it's
a deck save.
dexterity save of 16 or higher.
Fail with a 13.
All right.
As a
18 damage. Fire damage.
Alright.
And then, do you want to just do it on just that last guy then?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you'd only be able to do it on one or the other.
Well, it says.
Since it's a you only get one reaction per turn. So
It says I can use this ability any number of times equal to my proficiency bonus.
But yeah, but that's how many times you can use it. But Hellish Rebuke is a reaction to cast. If you look at the spell.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not listed in my. Oh yeah, it is. It's listed in my spells here. Yeah. But so it's different because the spell itself for Hellish Rebuke says they take 2d10 fire damage, but on the Cloak of Infernal Pact, the ability says that it's 4d10 of damage. And that's the one that I was reading off of, the one on the cloak.
It's probably like an upcast of it,
Yeah.
like a higher level version of it. Like I have an
Yeah,
item in Baldur's
it's-
Gate that gives me a 3rd level Scorching Ray.
Yeah, because the one on the cloak says I can use this ability any number of times equal to my proficiency bonus, regaining all expended uses at dawn. And my proficiency bonus says +4.
Yeah.
So that'd be like 4 times per dawn, but
But
there's
but
one
you-
reaction per round.
Yeah. So like at the end of your turn. So it says it's your turn again. That means if any more or attack you, you'd have another reaction.
Okay, gotcha. So I can use it once, up to 4 times, but once per my turn. Like,
Yeah.
I can use it, but then it'll have to come back around to me before I can use it again.
Yes.
So, like, after this, I can use it once, but, like, let's say I use it on the first guy to my right, I can't use it on the guy to my left until it loops back to me.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Wait, no, that's not a. Let me double check here. Yep. Okay. So heal myself was a bonus action. Okay. All right. So I will swing with my scythe on. Can I visibly tell if one of the other looks more hurt?
This one right here seems a little more it seems more like pusses and like bulbs that are on its skin seem to be. This one seems a little more worn and torn compared to the other one.
All right. I'm gonna swing on him. 24.
That hits.
All right. So first. Get 7 damage, and then because I'm in the demoness form, it's a d6 of fire damage, which is another 4, so 11.
All right. Okay, that's one attack.
Yep. I was just making sure because it went quiet, so I was making sure you had all the numbers and everything.
Yeah, I got it.
Then second one, swing in, same one, crit. I rolled a 20.
All right, so max damage one of the dice.
All right. All right, how do I do this? Because if I click on the thing to do damage, it changed it from 1d10 to 2d10.
Yeah. So all you're
So
doing.
I still get the 3d10.
So all
Oh,
your
one of them.
so roll it, but just change one of the numbers to a 10,
Okay.
and then do the math.
All right, so 10, 14, 17, and then the fire damage 3, so 20 total. 3 was fire.
Alright. Alright.
And then on both attacks, I'll put 2 fire seals on him.
Alright.
And then let's see.
You use your bonus action to heal yourself and then your attacks.
Yeah, it's just I know I got some things that say that it doesn't take a action to use, so I'm just trying to go over it to make sure which, if any of those can be used.
I mean, unless you want to burn your seals now or save them later. It's up to you.
Above table, if I heal, do you get healed also in Donya?
No, it's only if I heal,
Oh, okay.
or if I get healed, that you heal.
Oh, okay.
It's probably about this time, but you, Klaus, you hear Father Felix's voice in your head saying, "Everything all right down there? I'm hearing some kind of racket."
Yes. Everything is okay.
Need any help?
I believe we have it.
All right. Anything else you want to do, or is that end of your turn?
All right, so this takes no action. I'll do Invoke Hell Vitalize for 1 minute. All of my allies within 30 feet of me get a +4 bonus to ability checks.
Okay, that doesn't affect. You mind that won't help them with attacks or saving throws.
Oh, I know. I'm
Okay.
throwing it out there
Okay.
because it says no action. So I figure for 1 minute, everyone gets +4.
All right. Why not?
Then the other things that I can do, I'll require my seals to be burned. So that's it.
All right. Otto's just gonna do his thing and Eldritch Blast. That's what he does. Pew pew.
Pew, pew.
Above table, I Eldritch Blast every day in real life, but I
But
pew
he
pew from the.
will bonus action Misty Step. Get the hell away from this guy. And he will turn around and 2 Eldritch Blast. Yeah, that hits. Second attack. Yeah, both hit.
I saved that first one. Hit that second one. Damn sure did.
8 on the first. And
I will say above table, guys. I gotta start remembering to look at my hand and eye properties more during fights.
yeah, they're there for a reason.
Because D&D Beyond that, because each one has its own separate thing, but when you have both, you get special ones that it doesn't list there. That you have to actually just go read the item and it gives you. And there's so much good stuff there I always forget about.
Yeah, it's just weird that the whole actual combo item is broken.
I know. So, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, nothing we can really do.
Hasbro's all about the money.
Yep. Uh, yeah, I was just gonna keep the hill move back another 20 feet. This one saying there's really no Very random. He's gonna attack your guardian. Think doesn't the curse give him disadvantage on attacks? I'm right.
Actually, the curse that I put on him, which one was it? Because actually, you just reminded me of it.
Yeah, it's this one right here.
I gave him option 3, so in combat, target must succeed on a wisdom save at start of each of its turns or be forced to take the dodge action on that turn.
Alright. What's the DC?
That'll be against my misfortune DC, since it's activated by my misfortune abilities, which is DC, where is it? That's at a 15.
I rolled a 15.
Alright. So he will be able to attack then.
Alright, first attack. Natural 20. Second attack. 21 to hit. And third attack. Another natural 20.
Thanks for following
Damn.
Spike the Player. How's it going?
That's.
Hope you're having a good night.
He really doesn't
Playing
like the
some
fact that the
D&D.
Shield Guardian cursed him.
Yeah.
I had stepped away for a second. And Donya, did you roll a con save?
Oh no, I didn't.
27 points of damage on the first crit.
I got a 20 on the save.
Okay.
How much was that?
27.
Okay.
You were
The non-crit, that is
12 points of necrotic damage reduced, so 6.
6.
Can I just say, by the way, late,
Being
I find
fair.
it funny how, because of how your mic sensitivity works, whenever you like lean away from the microphone to do your physical rolls, it sounds like you're running across the room to do it.
He might be. You don't know.
Yeah. I can get my workouts in. 17 points of damage on the second one.
He's throwing them against the wall and then running
Ooh.
to check to see what the results are.
Just
And
scatter-shotting dice across the room.
He
Like
hits that
shotgun
board.
pelleting. And they gotta go run around it, playing jump, the jacks to go and pick them all up.
He has a Rube Goldberg machine set up that rolls his dice. So he has to go watch it.
and
He has to reset it every time.
23 for the last attack.
Ooh.
Wow, that's that's 30 plus damage on one
The Shield
round.
Guardian's probably hurt.
Yeah,
How's it looking?
as Alatia's getting beaten down on by this troll, there's probably like a bit of like a like if you've ever heard like large trunks and stuff crack. Like there's probably like that kind of sound, and like the underwood under the stone panels probably is starting to crack a little on like the arm, and maybe there's a bit of stone falling off of the chest piece. So like there's definitely some wear and tear. To give you an answer, just around a third HP right now.
All right.
So like there's definitely some fracking going on throughout like the stone, and there's a few chunks missing in the wood.
All right. It's funny enough. It's Latia's turn.
Yeah. After, yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, above table, this irritates me. The streamer I was watching to get that 4 hours for my drops for the Warhammer game.
Uh-huh.
All right, he just ended stream at 3 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds.
Wow.
So I'm sitting here at 99% now.
Wow.
So I gotta wait for someone else to go live that's offering the drops so I can finish for 1 fucking second.
Wow.
Oh man. Okay.
So after like the crack is heard, and I'm gonna say it's like some kind of, you can probably see a slight bit of like light coming out from the left arm's wood because of the force that's keeping the guardian together.
Yeah.
And you probably hear like a bit of like an internal rumble as Phalar is like feeling a little bit of anger at his guardian being beaten down, so it feels the anger in tandem,
All right.
and it's gonna attempt to make 2 fist attacks against the troll.
All right. Go for it.
The first boink is a 22.
That hits.
Let me clear out these dice real quick. There we go. That was all my sneak attack dice were still just laying around. Alright, so the damage on the first attack, that is 8 bludgeoning and 8 force.
Okay, and it took 16 points of acid damage.
And then the second attack, boink, 12.
All right, and it takes another 9 points of acid damage.
Oh, did it hit that second attack, or?
What did you roll to hit?
The second attack to roll to hit was 12. I'm guessing that probably didn't hit, so.
Yeah, that didn't hit.
Alright. Then let me check its okay. So as its
Not looking great.
turn ends, it'll of course regain 10 of its HP back
Yep.
as the crack that's in its arm starts to seal shut a little bit. Which luckily takes away quite a bit of the damage that it just dealt to itself by attacking. And it's not got a bonus action to use right now, so that's the Shield Guardian.
All right. Cleos.
Although I will say, as its turn ends, Phalar being frustrated at how this thing's beating down on Alatia, it's just like, well, that seems rather unpleasant, doesn't it? He's like, I'm not a mechanic. If this thing goes down, I'm gonna need help.
Alright,
Which,
my turn.
above table real quick, from my understanding, if the Shield Guardian does die, it's not like it outright crumbles into dust. It just takes hell and high water to get it put back together, unless you have someone that knows how to engineer.
Well, I mean, Singe.
You gotta imagine it like a Lego character falling apart. When when it loses its life force, like the arms and legs and stuff probably detach from the main body and all that shit.
I mean, Singe is probably the only close thing you have to a mechanic.
Yeah. Either that or we'd have to haul all the pieces back to Vale and find an artificer.
Yeah.
Would you consider a troll a humanoid creature?
They are considered humanoid creatures, yes.
Okay. The one right in front of me, I would like to cast Finger of Death on.
All right.
Has to make a con save of 18.
Uh, 24.
Okay. He's going to take half damage from this. Uh, 64, and I had 2 d8s. So I had 2 max. So he'll take 32.
Yeah, so 32.
And then,
Plus,
two more
then
D8.
half of whatever.
And then half whatever these next two are. $14. I had 8, so I get to roll one more 8. So he'll take 32 plus 7. That's 39. And one more D8.
So wait, the other two D8s you rolled were what, 14? So
Yeah, it was a 8 and a 7.
So
So he'll
7.
take 7. And then the last one was a 2. So 40 points altogether, right?
Yep.
32 plus
It
7
is looking very hurt.
Alright, and then I need to make a
Wisdom save.
yes. And I do that. Will I be at advantage since I have advantage on being charmed? Since it's a suggestion being cast on me by the hand?
I mean, we've never done that before. Previous campaign.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. Wisdom save, you said?
Yep.
Wisdom save. Fuck. 12. And then the
Yeah,
skeleton.
we'll roll for what you have to do after the fight.
Alright, and then the skeletons will roll to attack. Would they have advantage since they're
Since they're flanked with you, yes.
okay? gotta
Misses.
roll.
Yeah, roll again.
Yeah, roll another D4 or D6.
You have to roll their D20 since you're rolling to hit.
Yeah. D20. Fuck. 11.
11 plus, what's it say, modifier? Plus 4?
4. Yeah, so 15.
Misses.
Okay. And that will be my turn.
Above table question: isn't there 4 skeletons being represented by the 1?
Yes. I just use that one dice to if they all hit or all miss.
Oh, okay.
So that we're not here forever. If I have a bunch of monster or minions out, it's wargaming it like 40k.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's after that, yeah, it's definitely attacking you. Alright. First one misses.
And as a reaction, I'm gonna cast shield on myself.
26 to hit for the second one.
Yep.
And third, 17. So one hits.
One hits.
Uh, 17 points of damage.
Alright. Any acid damage or anything too I need to do?
No. That's only
Okay.
for melee attacks against it.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Singe.
Yeah.
Singe is here.
Oh, he's here. Just in time.
What I missed so far?
There's a
we
wall of death.
We've just been continuing the same fight from last session.
Yeah, so behind me, in between my back and the troll on Klaus's back, there is a wall of death that covers this whole entrance. So right now it separates those 2 trolls in front of me and me from everybody else.
So you've got that. I'm getting the temp HP off of the thing that you do to give temp HP at the start of battles. This troll that's out here, is under Bestow Curse, but also it's been beating the absolute hell out of my Shield Guardian. My Shield Guardian's on like 40 HP.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got 2 nat 20s
Yeah.
in the
Holy
same
shit,
turn.
that's huge.
And I'm at half of my health right now.
This is a hell of a situation. Is that
Yeah,
wall just
also
like
as
damaging to touch, or is it like physically blocking?
If you end your turn in it, and if you're on the side that Edonia ends, if you end your turn there, it hurts you. But on this side, it does not.
Yeah, so it's more or less like trying to keep them in the cave.
Yeah.
How
I
does
didn't.
electricity work in water in this?
Yeah, you would have you would, uh, yeah, it would, I would allow it to spread over the entire area, because electricity and water don't mix.
Keeping in mind, I'm in the water.
I once heard someone say that what a good way to do it is either it spreads across the entire thing or it spreads based on how much damage it does.
I'm sure you'll be fine because it just disables opportunity attacks. If anything, it opens up everyone's chance to run. Yeah, Singe. I was gonna measure it quickly. I guess I don't need to get too. No, I don't want to get somewhat close. It's easy to just do it all the way from here.
I'll say since you're doing it in water, you'll have advantage on the attack.
There we go. Barring there's nothing in the way, I can just move 30 feet to the edge here, and Singe will do shocking grasp at the edge of the water.
Alright, so roll at advantage.
Make sure I don't miss or screw up critically. Reach the water okay.
Yeah, that hits.
You said advantage?
Yeah.
I'll just roll one more in case of a crit. Okay, no.
No.
And it should be 2d8 electricity just radiating out in the water. If I can get it to roll. That's 9.
So I take 9. Is that how that works?
Yep. And pretty much everybody takes 9.
I'm less than half now.
My skeletons are at 4 HP.
You watch as the electricity kind of cycles up this one, and he eventually, as he finishes shaking, his eyes go still, and he falls over, dead.
And
So I know the
everything
one
that
on
was hit can't take opportunity attacks.
I say another one that's left in front of me. He took quite a bit of damage. I figured he would have died.
Nope, but still,
Yeah, that one.
yeah, he still has plenty of HP left.
There's a bit. Bonus actions. No, no, no.
All right, so both of the ones in front of me took damage, right?
Yes.
All right, so the one that has both of my seals, that's gonna burn both of them.
Roll damage.
All right, both of them are fire. First one is 4, so I will give myself 4 temporary hit points on that. Second one is a 3 and another 3 to me because I need it. So I got 7 temporary hit points, and he took 7 fire damage on that.
Alright. Alright, anything else you want to do on your turn, or is that it?
I'm just double checking what even works on a bonus action for me. Because I feel like I'm not seeing all the options here. Action. It's a reaction. That one's a bonus. No IDs weren't showing up early. No, that's weapon attack only.
Oh man.
What's the range? That one's touch. I can actually move still. Sandra quickly asks, does anyone want stronger jumping?
Maybe Adonia can use it to jump through the hole I fell through. Get out of there.
If I make it through these two trolls in front of me, they go before me.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm all out then. Apart from casting jump, I don't have any useful bonus actions here. I guess that ends my turn.
Alright, fella.
I've got to edit that.
Oh, right. Steel Defender's a bonus action. Oh, well.
Do y'all want to know what Otto's name could have been?
Bob?
Sure.
AFK?
Well, when I was making, me and him were talking, and I put allies down without thinking about it for him, what he was putting his name, and he had chosen the Rizzler for his name.
Oh my god. It's like back when we were first getting all the campaign stuff set up and my placeholder name before I could come up with a character was Professor Ass. And I got asked if that was the character's name I was actually going to be using.
Above table, I'm pretty sure Otto's name would have been, huh?
Huh?
Huh? Every time it's his turn, you're, huh? Or he gets mentioned, huh?
Oh.
Oh, we got music finally coming in.
Yep. Yeah, I figure we need epic battle music.
Alright, in an attempt to not melt this Shield Guardian any more than it's already been melted, I'm going to move myself over here, assuming, because you know, otherwise the tree would be fully blocking me and I should be able to see under it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt to make an attack with Mind Sliver. So I need a intelligence save from the troll, DC 15.
Let's see. Ooh boy. That would be a -1. Actually, no, wait. -2.
It doesn't make it any better.
It's a -2 for its intelligence, and I roll a natural 1.
Alright.
So dumb it
So-
spreads to the others.
Yeah.
That's going to be psychic damage, and so that will be where is my? That'll be 2d6 psychic damage. Boink. One of those is max. Boink.
10 and 1.
It's an extra 1 because of it rolling a -2. We'll just go with that.
I'll tell you. Well,
So it's gonna take 11 psychic, so pretty much he forms like a spike of like a purplish energy in his hand, and he just kind of flings it forward like you would with like a bottle cap or something, flinging it at your friend, and it just into the troll like a dart.
You also notice that this type of magic doesn't seem to cause a acid spewing at all.
you know, he kind of flinches a little bit when he first fires it, and then he sees that nothing's happened, and he's like, he kind of calls out, and he's like, or he's kind of calls out, and he's like, it seems that messing with their minds doesn't cause them to burst.
You see, it has like one of its claws on its head, and it's just like.
They just gave it a migraine.
Yeah, it's like one eye's closed, the other eye's kind of bulging a little bit. It's like looking at you and looking at Atya, and then its eyes shift over to you and just stares.
Let's not forget that that now means that the next saving throw it makes before the end of its next turn has a D4 subtracted from it.
Alright.
So that is my action and bonus action. I will. Let's see, is this within? I think this has to be. Give me one moment. I gotta read this real quick.
So above table.
Sure, I can see. I can't see through the wall, can I? It's opaque. I remember that being said, so that's a no. What were you gonna say, Pharaoh?
Yeah.
I was gonna say above table. If someone wanted to heal me, does a potion have to be drank? Like if they threw a potion at me and it shattered on my skin, does that heal me because like I absorb it?
No, you have to drink. You can't Baldur's Gate 3 heal in this game.
Oh yeah, Baldur's Gate does that. Baldur's Gate allows you to do that. Actually.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let you Baldur's Gate 3 heal.
Actually, me and my friend found a way to cheese it where if you split everybody up, then they won't walk away when you get too close to them, so that you can make everybody stand inside of each other, and then you can throw a potion and everyone will get it. I did that with a superior healing potion after the goblin camp fight, and we all full healed. Alright, so I can't see the stuff going on in there, I don't think, because the wall is opaque.
I
remember Klaus mentioning that.
I think it's opaque on your side, not on theirs.
Yeah.
Not on not inside the cave.
Yeah, because like I think from our side we'd probably just see like, you know, the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, I can, however, I will do this. I'll expend my blood boon that I got earlier in the fight. So I'm gonna deal an additional 2d6 necrotic damage on that hit.
Me, dude. I could have been taking so much less damage.
So that's
Hey,
5
Rick.
necrotic on that, the one that I originally hit.
All right.
And someone redeemed ban an in-game action in your chat late.
Who?
It says the trolls can no longer attack.
I wonder who that could have done that. That's mysterious. Yeah, I think we ignore that.
Yeah.
I'm the only
This
one
seems
that's close
fulfill
to
it, Mike.
dying here. I'm about to take 6 attacks between 2 guys.
I can't do anything against it. I was gonna try and insensate curse one of them, but I can't see them, and my evil eye has to be able to make eye contact with them, otherwise I can't curse. Because I've got to cast my gaze on them.
So that's the end of your turn?
Yep, just that extra 5 necrotic damage, and I no longer have the blood boon.
Alright. This one, at the start of its turn, gains 15 HP. And it's gonna attack you, Dunya. You're the only one in here. Uh, 23 to hit on the first one. 26 on the second one. 17 on the third one.
Yep.
First attack, you take 11 points on the first one.
Alright.
Oh
13 on the second one. And 10 on the third.
All right.
I could get fucked. I can't, if they only did necrotic damage, I could save you.
Alright. The next one's turn. Leave it up to dice on what it wants to do. Watch if this guy's get killed.
Oh, on the end of its turn, it needs to make a con save.
Alright. Succeed with a 22.
Okay.
Oh, well, that reminds me about my thing.
17 points of necrotic reduced.
So, takes 8. Alright.
Right. And then he's got to do a dexterity saving throw of 16 or higher.
Yeah, C with a 17. Then take half of
Alright.
half of that.
Yep. Half of this. The
And I noticed at the bottom of the wall of death, whenever a creature takes damage from the wall, I get temporary hit points equal to the amount of damage dealt. So I'll get 8 temporary hit points.
Okay.
I rolled 20, so it's 10
Okay.
damage. Yep, for the reboot.
Alright.
All right, so then next guy.
I'm gonna let dice decide. Oh,
It's
it's
never good when he says that.
yoink. Yeah, he's gonna attack you, Adonia.
Are you a?
Uh-huh.
Is yelling a free action? Can I do that on anybody's turn if I wanted to yell at a creature?
Yeah.
Okay, dude. I wonder if these things know deep speech. But, can I yell in deep speech? I hope it understands it, or undercommon. I don't know which one I'd rather. Let's do undercommon. I want to yell at it, saying, "How about you attack a man instead of a woman?" Let me see if I can get its attention. Have it come after me instead.
Alright, make a persuasion. Persuasion or intimidation, your choice.
Persuasion. I'm good in that. 24.
We'll say like it's like almost like mid swing and it stops as you say that. And just turns. And it will run straight toward you.
Okay.
Through the wall.
When it runs through, it's gonna need it to make a con save.
And I don't get an attack of opportunity because of that lightning.
Succeed with a 21.
Okay, so 17.
So
Half of that.
8.
8, yeah.
Alright. Then it will make all 3 of its attacks against you. I think your shield is still up. I don't remember.
Shield and shield's still up, and then I have 8 temp HP. Also,
Alright, so
Shield lasts around?
that lasts a minute.
yeah, it lasts till
Wow.
the start of his next turn. First one misses with 16.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Fuck.
And third one misses with a 17.
Okay. Let's just hope he doesn't get any exploding dice.
You take 18 points of slashing damage.
So there goes my 8 temp, and then 10 slashing. That way. Okay.
Alright, Donya.
Alright, so above table, if I misty step, do I get affected by the wall?
No.
No,
I
because
don't-
you're disappearing. It's and teleportation also doesn't give attacks of opportunity either. Since you're poofing from one place to another.
Alright. I am misty stepping there. That's my
Alright.
bonus action.
Alright.
And then it's dire time, so I'm doing this. Where's the spell at? I'm doing Infernal Calling. And I'm going to put it right here. It's going to be a white Abashi.
So how does it look? What does everybody see as you call aid from the depths of hell?
Oh, the ground will crack open, and you'll see like fiery spiritual hands are gonna come reaching out of it to, kind of crack it and pull it open, and then a big fireball, and then this thing will be there.
Where was it? There it is. Yoink. Second to make it unique
and
so I don't lose it, and until play motion. Okay, you shall have control over it.
Okay, and now, in all this that I'm reading about this Infernal Calling spell,
You have to make a burst. To command it, it makes an insight compared to your persuasion roll on whether or not it will obey your commands.
well, there's that, but there's also a thing saying that it's DM discretion as to if it's unfriendly towards me and my companions if it fails. So, like, if I if I want to give it a command, I roll and I fail, then it's up to you to decide whether or not it's also taking us as enemies.
Okay.
He's gonna make it be an enemy no more.
Alright, so what do I gotta roll to see if it's gonna follow my command?
Well, first, what are you going to tell it to do?
Attack the troll in front of it. Oh no, it says, on each of my turns, I can try to issue a verbal command to the devil, no action required by me. It obeys the command if the likely outcome is in accordance with its desires, especially if the result would draw you towards evil.
I mean,
Otherwise, I would need to make a charisma check.
It is lawful evil. Because it's alignment.
And then I'm chaotic evil. Or no, not chaotic evil.
Neutral evil.
The neutral evil, yeah. So we're both evil, and I'm telling it to go kill something.
So more likely it's probably going to do it.
Okay, so yeah, he's... Then, let's see, he has a...
Movement speed of 30
30,
feet.
yep.
30 feet.
Yep, I got him up.
Okay.
Yep, I got his little character thing up here.
Okay.
So... Alright, that's 15 total. He gets 3 attacks.
Okay. If you want to make it
Oh, he
easier,
gets-
if you want to make it easier, you can just roll it on 5e tools. That's why that way you can just click on the icon; it'll show you the result.
I don't know what that is.
5e tools is a website. Here, I'll just put it in. I'll just put it in general chat.
Will
Okay.
you make a con save for it too, Idonia, since it went through the wall?
Yep, I gotta wait until all this is up here on my screen here.
No worries.
I've been doing for rolls and stuff. If it
Yeah,
ends up being any
so-
easier for future stuff, as I have Beyond the Spire, the plugin that does the whole rolling thing, and then I just open the encounter builder tool and then I search up the monster.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Alright, so you said it's a con save?
Yes.
Which it has a.
It's a +7.
Yep.
I clicked on it, the dice roller says 14 plus 7, so 21.
21, alright, so it'll take half of this. 23.
And let's see, it says
Yeah.
it's 68 hit points, so
Here.
23 is gonna put it at 45.
Here,
I had a
to
8
make it easier, I put the HP in the minis, so you do like minus. So how much does it take? I'll do it for you.
Oh, it's Alright, you said what? How much does it take? What was
It
the roll?
was 23, but I had an 8, so I gotta roll another d8.
So 23
45.
reduced to 11.
And then another 3.
So
Half
reduced to
is-
1. Okay.
Alright, and then this is necrotic damage. Right?
So it's a 56 HP right now.
So how much did it take altogether in damage rate? 12?
Yeah, 12.
Okay, I get 12 temporary hit points.
You want to roll its attacks?
Alright, so first, let's see, it's got multi-attack, so it can do bite, claw, and swing the longsword. So first it's gonna be the bite. 15.
Misses.
Alright, and then claw. 18.
The hits.
Alright, and that is 12 slashing.
Alright, and it takes 6 points of acid damage.
Alright, and then let's see.
That's 6. That's
I'm reading its immunities and stuff here. Cold, fire, poison, and then bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Okay. Yeah, alright, so bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing has to be silver.
But that was acid damage.
Oh, I know, I was just reading the thing.
Okay.
So that way it was out loud so that we knew. I'm
Okay.
reading here. So it's immune to cold, fire, and poison. And then it's resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing unless it's silver. So pretty much the werewolf.
Yep, and you're mark you as
Alright, so that was
concentrating
claw.
on your thingy.
alright, and then the longsword, natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so
So that'll be 8 plus whatever. But you also decide is it doing one-handed or two-handed? When it's attacking.
here I will roll a d4 in the main beyond, and it will say evens it's two-handed and odds it's one-handed because I didn't call it beforehand. If that's cool with you.
Yeah, go with me.
All right, so evens it's two-handed. It's a 3, so he's one-handed.
Okay.
All right.
So it'll be 8 plus 1 additional roll.
8 plus 10, so 18 slashing.
Alright, and it takes 11 points of acid damage.
All right, so he's at 39 now.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so Infernal Calling is my action, I believe.
Yep, that's your action.
All right, and then my bonus action was the Misty Step. If
I'm gonna say since it's making its attacks and not you, you're not gonna be able to put a seal on it.
All right, that's where I was going with. I didn't know if because I'm controlling it and telling it to do that if it links. So
No.
all right, so that's me, and then my double.
All right.
So then it's Mr. Bob Ross here.
Oh, my turn. Yeah, he will.
Dude, the way you said that, I thought he was all of a sudden here.
It sounded just like him.
Oh.
So above table, I am sitting at 17 hit points. So
Cool.
Allie.
I
I'm
would
at
help if I
20.
could, but I don't think I have any healing other than the necklace I have on, but then you'd have to take it and put it on and everything.
yeah, right now I'm concentrating on keeping my double in order. So
Let's see.
Yeah, the necklace lets you heal if you drink alcohol, but then you'd have to put it on.
Bonus action.
And she doesn't
he
drink.
Will,
That too.
he will hex. And give him disadvantage on, say, wisdom ability checks. And 2 Eldritch Blast. Actually, I think you would have advantage. Didn't make a difference because the first one missed. That definitely. Just see if we can get that 20. Nope. D10. So 14 plus 1d6. 2. Bonus action, bonus action, that's it. Guess making another wisdom save.
Yeah. DC's 15.
Yep, roll a 15.
Oh, again.
He's going to turn and go after you.
I'll take that over the Guardian being hit, because actually, funnily enough, I currently have more HP than it.
is that an opportunity?
Oh yeah, the Guardian would get opportunity.
If he wants to take it,
Yeah, it doesn't really
Oh,
have
yeah.
anything else you can do with reaction right now, so...
But he says it that way above table because I'm assuming if he does take
It's-
that attack of opportunity,
it's
then
gonna,
yes, I
he's
purposely put
gonna
that
get
wrong.
hit with acid damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like, it'll
Depends-
probably move in to start the attack, but then Phalor gives it like the lowered eye, like the lowered brow, kind of like, the smolder for a second, and then it stops before it actually makes the punch. Because he's telepathically, he's like, no.
No, bad.
He's like, hold it.
Just happens to have a spray battle. Bad.
The Guardian would
Shit.
understand why as well, because it's currently cracked at the seams.
Yeah, I imagine probably it has the intelligence to be like, oh, yeah,
It has enough intelligence to, it can't feel pain, but it knows that it's dying.
yeah.
It understands the concept of death.
Alright, he will, take all 3 attacks at you. 26 on the first one.
Yeah, I wish I had that AC.
14 on the second one, that probably misses.
Yeah, had to take a second.
And third one misses with a 12.
Correct.
So it does hit you. Let's see. Uh, 14 points of damage.
Alright.
So seven each. And
Yeah. Which is much more desirable, honestly.
Tell me if you want to half that again for between you and Singe, but
Oh yeah. Because Singe, Hoarding Bond is active on us from last session. So you, Singe, will be taking, what is it, 3?
yeah, 3.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3.
Yep.
This weird little web that we've got going on here. It's like a hive mind. You damage one, it just disperses.
Yeah.
Looks like Singe might have a lot of stuff going on in the background, so I think he's typing in the general chat. Or it said he was.
It was just 3 damage, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. I took 7, the Shield Guardian took half of the half, and you took half of the half. Or rather, 14, and then the quarters got split. So yeah, it hits, and Phalar's just like staring it down. He's genuinely annoyed at this troll. I don't know if it's smart enough to understand that, given it got a -2 on its intelligence roll before, but
Yeah.
he is genuinely quite annoyed at this thing.
Alright, it's Althea's turn. What's he
Got to remember what is the...
Above table, doesn't the Shield Guardian thing have a auto repair or something like that?
yeah, 10 HP at the end of each of its turns. It repairs 10 at the end of each of its turns, but that also means pretty much out of combat it would be like 10, it would be like a slow rebuild of itself. It would be like 10 every, you think, 6 seconds, because, a round is 6 seconds.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's 10 at the end of its turn. What is... Alright. They're... I think... Are they of equal size? Or,
What are you talking about?
perspective-wise, it's either the same size or smaller than Alatia. I'm not going to directly attack it. I'm going to attempt to shove to knock it prone.
Alright.
I've never done that before, though, so that's why I had to check, and I don't know what I roll for that.
It's athletics versus athletics. So it'd be...
Alright, since it doesn't have proficiency in athletics, let's just flat strength roll for it.
Yep.
Okay. Boink. That's a 17.
It got an 18.
Damn.
So like it tries to shove, but it's kind of like...
It just like kicks the troll in the leg, but the troll just kind of staggers a little.
Yeah, like takes a step, kind of catching itself, and just kind of looks back over its shoulder at the Shield Guardian. You can tell it's almost giving a look like, do you really want, after what I did before, you really want to try this?
It's like trying to, like, it's giving that, you're gonna regret that look in the Shield Guardian because it doesn't have a face, it's just blankly looking at it.
Yeah.
I was picturing more of the Shield Guardian shoves, and then when the troll doesn't move, he just looks at his wrist like, "Ow, did I sprain it? No, I'm good."
He'd probably be actually like, flexing a little bit or whatever you'd want to call that, given he is pretty strained right now.
Tell you that's his action.
That is his action. He doesn't have bonus, and reaction doesn't matter because he's not within 5 feet of me. So yes, that is him, and he will be healing his 10, of course.
Alrighty. Kaleos.
That was
Well,
the fastest turn I've ever had.
I was over here reading this while he was doing that. I get a roll 1d10 at the start of my turn. 3, so I get 3 HP back.
Alright.
Big roller here.
Big heels.
High
Big
roller,
heels.
as they say in gambling.
Alright, and then
Maybe if you do all the low rolls, I might actually roll good.
and then a question for you, Late,
Uh-huh.
because it doesn't say when I was reading it. It says if a creature has a skeleton, I can attempt to turn its bones to jelly with a touch of the Hand of Vecna by using a melee attack against it. And if I hit, the creature must succeed a Constitution saving throw or drop to 0 hit points. Would I still have to roll a Wisdom save because I'm just not using a charge on the hand?
I'm gonna say no because you've already used. I think it's only for using a spell from the hand.
Okay. So I didn't know if that was considered a spell, but it doesn't use charges, so I didn't.
No, it's more like a a hand to hand, almost like a hand to hand attack.
Okay. Make a melee attack against a creature you can reach using your choice of melee attack, bonus for weapons, or spells.
So I think you use your spell attack bonus.
Yeah. Whichever one I want to see, which one is higher. Spell attack higher. I'm just gonna roll it with the unarmed one because it's just 1 point difference.
All right.
So melee, and I'm gonna swing at this one in front of me right here with it.
All right.
Fight me!
What did you get? I didn't see it.
14.
Yeah, that misses.
Alright, so I'll whiff. I will then bonus action have the skeletons come up to it and roll. And would they be at advantage since they're flanking?
Yes.
Alright. 14, I gotta roll again. So
22 hits.
Okay. Let's do damage now. Uh, 8. I get to roll another 6. 8 plus 5. So 11. No. I was thinking about the 6.
13.
Yeah, 13 points of
Now-
slashing.
Out of curiosity, I know you said this is above table, and I guess this would involve late too. I know you said that the one skeleton represents 4, and your one roll is representative of all 4. So does that damage get multiplied by 4?
No.
No, we've never done it like that.
So you take 13 points of acid damage, and so do your skeletons, and so does Singe.
Wait, what hit me?
If melee attacks for these trolls has an acid effect, so because his skeleton attacked and you're within 5 feet of a troll, you take acid damage.
Oh.
Yeah, you took 13.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like you watch as its sword hits as like small like pus or on the skin kind of bursts, and sends almost like this splash of like acidic blood in 5 feet in all directions.
Does that hit or miss?
No, that's anybody within 5 feet. If it's subject to a melee attack.
So my skeletons are
Was
at
a-
0 HP right now. And that's the...
So is that every melee attack, or is that all of its?
That's for every. That's not when it's attacking. Only if somebody else attacks it. So if you.
It's a reaction. You're saying okay.
It's part of its physiology. It's not an actual reaction.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Alright, and then that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, so we'll say now, like, your skeletons are just like this. The bones are now just sizzling and turning kind of black.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some buckets of milk and shove them in there to repair them.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna ask, because I don't know how it never came up last campaign about how to get their hit points back, so I was thinking I just have to get barrels of milk and let them soak in there.
I think we figured out that it depends on how badly they're damaged. So like
Maybe like small fractures can repair over time, but like if it's missing a limb or something, you might have to reattach it with like mending or.
yeah, or like if say like they're subject to like say a fireball and all the bones are scorched, then yeah, those are gone.
Just bring your skeleton to a polisher. It'll be fine. He won't just be like, "Why are you?"
Yeah, just take it to a school of medicine.
No, just be like walk into like a cleaner service or something and be like, "Excuse me, can you clean my skeleton?"
Like,
Yeah, that's why I was thinking of milk, because I don't know if y'all watch One Piece, but that's what Brook, the skeleton, does. He soaks in milk when he gets damaged.
Or just go to a necromancer and gather stem cells.
Alright, Senj. Your turn.
A bonus action, tell the Steel Defender to do some repairs.
Alright.
Got 14. Because he was down to 1 HP.
Oh no.
So it was looking very ragged there for a moment. Singe's limbs were slightly sticking out of his suit.
It's more like when you wear the power armor frame without the power armor on it.
Yeah.
With his action... I think he's just gonna cure wounds to... Can he? Yeah, he can cure wounds to Steel Defender, yeah?
I think the Steel Defender is considered a creature, isn't it? Or is it
It's a
more...
construct, but constructs are creatures?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I don't
construct
know.
is a creature type.
Yeah.
So, same as like, ooze, plant, monstrosity.
Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah.
It's like Warforged are considered construct, if I remember correctly.
So, yeah, I think you probably could.
Alright, so Singe is gonna try and focus on fixing up the suit for a moment and do cure wounds as well. That's another 15. Where am I? Where it's in the features? That's where it's hiding its health. Oh boy. Whew, that's action, that's bonus action, and... is this one dead, or just down?
It's dead.
Okay. He's probably gonna stay here then, just... in case he's gonna need to use the Steel Defender's reaction to, reflect a little bit for Klaus if he gets attacked again.
Alright.
I think that's it. Yeah, that should be it.
Alright, fella.
Alright. This is a situation, isn't it? I'm trying to avoid damage here, but I don't think that that's a possibility in my current situation. Unless I, like... I am not in a position to do ranged without taking disadvantage for it.
Are you low on health?
The Guardian is, and if I hit it with melee, it'll splash the acid.
Oh.
And that's for everyone within radius. Hold on, can't I, as a rogue, isn't there a... I can disengage as a bonus action. Ah! Alright. I got it. So I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage, cunning action.
Alright.
And I'm going to move. I'll go this direction so that I'm closer to the middle of our group. How far was it that I just moved? 10. So I'll go about 18 feet right here, about.
I think you're right next to the wall.
Yeah, so I'd probably have my back against the wall, but not in it. And I would pretty much just be like running backwards for a moment, like, you know, just kind of backstepping from him.
Alright. And it's like
And-
its head's just turning, following you as you leave.
Then I'm going to attempt to make another Mind Sliver against it. Now that I'm at range. So I'm going to form that purple dart in my fingers, flick it forward, and it'll go flying towards the... Has it taken a save since the last one I hit it with?
Nope.
That means that's gonna be kind of funny. So whatever it rolls is reduced by 1d4, since it's a DC 15 intelligence save.
Alright.
That's kind of funny. I didn't expect to be chaining Mind Sliver.
Alright, so roll a d4.
Alright. I thought that it would have taken a save by now. I didn't expect the save to be used on another Mind Sliver. 1.
That brings it
So-
as a -2 already to its intelligence. So
It's the DC 15, whatever it gets -1.
that brings it down to 14.
So it does not pass, so that's 2d6 psychic damage. Boink. 3 and 3, that is 6. So I just tossed that other dart out at it, and that D4 subtracted from its next save is still in effect because it got hit by a second Mind Sliver.
Yep.
My god. Do I have anything I can do as... So I've been playing as the fighter that I've been playing in Baldur's Gate so much I forgot what a couple of my things that I can do are.
Yep. No action surge.
Yeah, that is very much true. That I do know. I do believe that is exclusively when, yeah, okay. Bonus, I don't think, I mean I could evil eye it, but that doesn't do a whole lot for me right now. This one over here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm assuming I can probably see it past Singe.
Yeah, you can see it.
It's within... Okay. So those crimson veins are going to kind of flash across Phalar's face, and I'm going to attempt to cast my Evil Eye Gaze upon that one for my bonus action. The DC 15 Charisma save.
Fails with a 5.
Alright. And because that hit and it was affected by it, my... Let's see here, I believe Just used.
Unless you want to do
Additional
a
long
curse.
rest. Yeah, I can hit it with the curse because that's without action. I was just making sure. So I will hit it with the curse of the fearful. So it is now frightened of me.
Even though it's not even looking at you.
It's just pretty much as I cast my gaze on it, it just probably, again, it would feel that sense of impending doom and dread overtake its brain, and then it would probably feel me watching it, and then turn and look at me, and then, you know, get the flashes of Phalar's, you know, actions in his past in its head.
Yeah, it's like you see its stance kind of change as it feels this fear that you can't quite place, and then turns, looks at you, and its eyes go wide.
So that means it is now frightened.
Oh,
And it's just
right.
it's just the typical form of frightened, so it doesn't have to run away from me. It just can't willingly move closer and has disadvantage on attacks while it can see me.
Yeah,
So
I
that
wonder if
is-
that would look if he just turns and doesn't look at you, since he's already not looking at you anyway.
Yeah, I always found that wording a little bit strange. The, you know,
I kind of picture above table. I kind of picture. Have you ever seen the Terrifier movies? I mean, I'm a big fan of those. So I kind of picture like where the girl's up at the counter at the Halloween shop, doesn't know that Art the Clown is behind her, and then she looks over her shoulder because she just feels like something is looking, and when she looks over her shoulder, she just kind of jolts real quick and then goes back to looking forward.
I've always kind of found that wording funny with the, oh, it's a, you know, disadvantage on attacks as long as you're within its line of sight. Because then it's like, well, what if it's not looking at you? But I guess the best way to think about it is, what could it be looking at you?
Yeah.
Like, if the answer to could it be looking at you is yes, then it probably is within line of sight.
Alright, this troll
So that is me.
is gonna rake its claws against its body as it unleashes a large spray of acid in front of it. No, go away. Uh... 30. Yeah, so I need the white hibachi and
Hibachi.
I need your demon to make a deck save, and Phalar too.
Alright.
Disadvantage because you made fun of me.
I'll give Phalar a boost with a saving throw. Burns Singe's reaction, and it gives a flat +4 to your save.
Well, this is gonna be interesting.
So with the +4, I have a 16 for my devil.
I think I can only pick one creature, and I'm going with Fae.
Yeah,
Okay.
your devil failed.
Yeah, I got 12 then.
Doink.
Yeah, and with evasion, you're not gonna take anything. So.
Phalar is a speedy boy. It's one of the few things he's good at besides making people feel like they're about to die. He's not good at social encounters, he's not good at being strong, he can't take a very heavy hit, but that doesn't matter if he doesn't take the hit to begin with.
Your demon takes 25 points of acid damage.
And that's going to activate Vicious Reprisal.
What's
In
that?
response to taking any damage, the Abashi makes a bite attack against a random creature within 5 feet of it. If no creature is within reach, the Abashi moves up to half its speed toward an enemy it can see without provoking opportunity attacks. So he's gonna bite the one in front of him.
Alright, did you mark the damage first?
Yeah, I already did. He's
Okay.
down to 14.
Okay.
Alright, so the bite is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. And then it is 1d4 plus 3 piercing damage and...
A whopping.
Oh, hold on.
Whap it.
And then it says 3d6 cold damage.
So roll the piercing damage first.
Okay, so that is 5.
Alright, and now roll the cold damage.
Cold is 5, 5, and 3, so 13 cold.
Alrighty.
And then on the end of its turn, I need it to make a con save again.
Natural 20.
Pass. 19. I had a 1d8. So one more.
So 9. And
Plus
then
5 or 2, so 11.
okay.
And I'll get 11 temp HP.
Alright, now this one. Yeah, he's going to keep attacking you. You're right there.
I'll wait till he swings so I can do it.
27 to hit in the first one.
Is it this one here?
Yeah.
That's the one that I feared. Just
That'd be still a 21 to hit.
I just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
My reaction.
I think the thing was she shield out still hit.
5. Yeah, it's right at 21, so yeah, it hits.
Disadvantage. Well, saved you from a nat 20. That then with a natural 1. And last attack. Miss. So one attack hits you.
Nothing will ever be as spectacular as the double nat 1 on advantage from the Displacer Beast.
Oh yeah.
What would be crazy is if a nat 1, like how it's positioned right now, is it would cause him to swing around and hit Singe in the back with it. If he missed and swung all the way around.
Or the other troll, which would be even funnier because then it would cause splash damage to you anyways.
Yeah.
Well, the other troll's dead, but yeah, that would be crazy.
Sin just lost and fought, but what did the troll nearby do?
He just swung at me.
So that's 9 points of slashing damage.
Steel Defender reaction can put disadvantage on that.
He already has disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then.
Yeah, because
Okay,
he's frightened.
He's afraid of me because he feels his doom coming.
And he makes another save, I think, at the end of his turn.
Yes, I do believe. Let me curse of the fearful. Creature wisdom save at the end of each of its turns. Yes. That's a DC 15.
Fails with a 7. Still frightened.
So it is still afraid of me.
Alright, Donya.
Alright, so I don't know how this works. I'm doing this above table. Am I able to use a bonus action without breaking my concentration on to summon my Abashi?
As long as you're not casting another concentration spell, you can.
Yeah, it's just my Emboldened Allies invoke Hell so I can heal.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I am healing 45, which means Klaus, you heal 45.
Oh yeah.
I needed that. Alright, so then it'll be my Abashi.
You're
Will be...
just gonna command it to attack?
Yep, still the same command. Kill that guy.
Alright, roll its attacks then.
Yep, he's got 3 attacks. So first one's gonna be Bite. That's a 16.
The hits.
Alright, so that is 1d4 plus 3 first, which is 6.
Okay, it takes...
And then the cold damage is 3d6. It's a 6, a 5, and a 4. So that's 15 damage, and I rolled a 6. So he's got 1 more, which is a 6. And then a 4 for the exploding dice. So 15 initial, and then 10 on the exploding.
So, but as it dies, you take... Uh, 13 points. It takes 13 points of acid damage.
Woo, she's still alive. And since it was cold damage, I'm picturing like the from Terminator 2, the T-1000 when he got frozen and just shattered into pieces.
And then at the end of its turn, I need you to make a con save for it.
Oh, that's at the end of this turn. So far, he's attacked once. And then
I'll just get rid of him. There you go.
okay. All right, so going from here, here. Oh, that's only half of his movement. So can he move and still get his other 2 attacks?
Yeah.
All right, yes. So he's. Oh, get rid of that. So I'm gonna command him to go after this one, murder that one.
When he moves through it, he needs to make a con save.
Well, I might as well just kill him then. He's only got 1 hit point. So even if he passes, he's gonna die.
So you're saying like you see, so it like runs through this like wall of just this like gray miasma as it takes a couple of steps. Its form turns all gray and just collapses.
Alright, so with him running through that and dying,
What?
does that still... I've used a bonus action for myself. Does that still free anything up for me? I no longer have to do concentration since he's gone.
I mean, you're using your action to command him to attack.
Would that free up 1 attack action then?
Yes.
So I could attack once.
Yes, once.
So this one that's by the I guess the radio tower here.
The Iron Giant.
I'm going to do the
You gonna move closer though?
I've got range.
Okay.
It's 30 feet. It's I'm gonna do my fire breath because I'm avoiding the acid.
Yeah.
It's a dex save of 15 or higher.
Fails with a 2.
Alright, so he is taking 12.
Alrighty.
And that's it for me, so it's Mr. Bob Ross. Above table, going off of what you said to me as a reply in your chat here, it says in my dreams. Well, in my dreams, we're all level 20, so I mean, if we're going off of my dreams, then everyone gets to level up 11 right now.
If you in a level 20 kill Tarrasque.
But that's not, it contradicts itself. So I said trolls
I'm
can no
still
longer
giving you
attack.
what you want. You just gotta kill Tarrasque.
But that's not how we acquired level 20. We just are level 20 in my dreams.
Alright, Otto. Gonna keep pew-pewing. What he does. Let's see, yeah, he will move over. Yeah, that hits. And then that 20.
Nice.
So 17. 19 for the first. And the nun. 7. Bonus action. Yeah, he'll swipe the hex over to the dude. That'll be it. Now it's gonna make a wisdom save. Fails, so it's just gonna take the dodge action. But that doesn't mean all attacks against it are at disadvantage though.
Yeah.
And that's the end of its turn.
Alright. So all attacks against it are at disadvantage because it's dodging.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to have Alatya attempt to knock it prone again.
Okay, it'll be a disadvantage for it since, well, it's only for attacks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's for attack rolls, so I was like, I might as well do something, so I shall make this check. That die is going ballistic. 18.
Got a 14, so it is prone.
So he Alatya again tries to kick it in the back of the leg, and probably this time it probably ends up falling, like the Charlie Brown missing the football.
Yep.
Yes, exactly like it's shown when you knock it prone. And now that it's prone, I think it still gets opportunity attack, but that's at disadvantage because of being prone, if I remember.
Yep.
So, Thalar's gonna do like a, gonna do like a slight head wave kind of thing, telepathically communicating, and Alatya's going to fall back a little bit.
16 to hit.
It has, hold on, I gotta, oh, nope, stop it. What is it doing? Nope, that's not where I wanted to put you. I actually hit the Windows button while I was trying to 17 armor class, so that would be a miss.
Okay.
And then as, it gets knocked over and Alatya retreats, Phalar is just kind of like, yes! This is exactly what I was wanting you to do. And then he just kind of looks at the troll that's on the ground, like he's like, haha.
Alright, Klaus.
I am going to try and do the
Do the
touch.
okay. Jelly touch.
Yeah, unarmed strike. 25.
That hits.
I need to make a Constitution saving throw of 18.
Damn, that is a high save.
You gotta think about it, it's trying to jellify your skeleton.
Succeed with a 20.
Okay. So
Ooh.
nothing happens to it then besides.
You just. I
It
guess.
feels a
I,
little
gue-
warm
I,
tingling
I guess it's
inside.
like. I guess it just feels like you're just patting it on the shoulder, and
Yeah.
it just looks confused on what you're trying to do.
Yep. And then. Bonus action. I don't really have anything, so I will say it's into my turn.
Alright, Sage.
And slice him in half.
Doesn't sound half bad.
But remember the acid damage.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I mean, you're already an exoskeleton of a suit, so.
This didn't splash me with acid before. I just shocked the water again, yeah?
I don't think that one is in the water from this tile, it looks like.
Yeah, it's
Isn't
not.
he?
No.
Oh, there's a little half tile there. He's okay, sneaky.
Yeah.
The way my camera was, I didn't see that one. Darn. Okay. Would I be able to judge if the steel defender could lift that creature?
It is a size larger than you, so. So what are you trying to grapple it? Is that what you're trying to do? Or shove
I was
it?
considering it. If let's say I did grapple it and I wanted to jump with it. I'd have to use like I'd only be able to jump like half
Yeah, half of
my
distance.
movement.
Yeah.
It's not the worst in the world. Yeah, what the hell? Let's just have some fun. The steel defender is gonna try and grapple it.
Alright.
Let's see.
Just out of curiosity above table, would Singe's grapple attempt be at advantage since he's coming from its back and he's flanked?
No, that's only attack rolls.
Okay. So I didn't know if, like, since the troll is focused on Klaus, if he would be caught off guard, he's being grabbed from the back.
Alright, so roll athletics. I mean, strength or athletics.
Checking some here. That's an ability check too, yeah?
Yeah. Being at a
Yeah,
plus
okay.
4 to it.
Yeah, so Singe will burn a reaction to boost him. And then what's his? He's got a +2.
And above table, I don't know if it's still active, but I did my +4 to ability checks for people as well.
4, 5, 6.
Are you,
Oh, you have something?
I think it's only within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, I activated it before I moved backwards. When I was still up there in the close combat with the one troll.
Is it like a burst cast or an aura?
Yeah.
It's just a, hold on, let me bring it back up here.
It's like one lingers and one follows you.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see here. Invoke Hell Vitalize. For 1 minute, each ally within 30 feet of you gain a +4 ability or a +4 bonus to ability checks. No action required.
Yeah, it
That's all
sounds
it
like it
says.
follows you then.
Yeah. And I think he's just at, he's within 30 feet of you,
It-
though.
Yeah, so you get +4 for mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess plus whatever, +4 plus whatever your bonus is.
8, so that's a +10 altogether. Holy shit. Otherwise, flat D20, roll. Oh god, no!
Oh.
13. I hope it rolls bad.
I got a 23.
Yeah, figures.
Brings back memories with somebody trying to grapple Klaus.
Wait, I have inspiration. Can I use this in some way?
At least you want to turn to a nat 20. That's one of the things.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'd do it for that.
Alright, it's considered.
Wait. Before you use that, let me double check my stuff here because I thought I had an ability. Or is that my? Hold on, is that my ring? Let me double check here. Yep, that's my ring. Never mind. Yeah, so it's whoever I'm bonded to. I can, within 60 feet of me, I can be like, no, that's a crit. I forgot about that until just now. So yeah, it's only if they're bonded to me through the ring. So that's only for Klaus.
Keep in mind he's frightened and grappled, so there you go.
And that's. Oh shit! I didn't get. So that used up most of my actions on the Steel Defender, my reaction on Singe, and sadly my bonus action telling the Steel Defender to do that. Could I use an action on a bonus action spell?
No.
Okay.
Since you already burned your bonus action.
I think all you have left is movement.
Yeah.
Well, Singe has his action. Both of them have their movement. Okay, well, where's my jump calculator? How high is the ceiling here?
Let's see. Can't really tell because of the camera angle, but so he's gonna put 20 feet.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Gets a little lower as you go inside the. That's just the opening of the mouth of the cave.
Strength score. I don't know how tall Steel Defender is. It's like 5 foot at least.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's Steel Defender since they're a medium-sized creature.
Damn, really screws me not to be able to use my bonus action. Okay. I will just charge into the cave as far as I can, dragging it with the Steel Defender, so it's like 20 feet.
Alright.
How far is... Okay, you can measure it.
Yeah, so about here.
I know I keep asking questions about table. With him dragging the troll being so close to Klaus, is that an opportunity?
No, it has to move itself. This is forced movement.
Yeah.
That does raise another question, though. I know Singe will have to because he went through the wall. But will the troll have to make a con save also?
Yep.
Are you like concentrating on that wall or something? Why is...
Yeah.
What's producing that?
Yeah, he's concentrating on the spell.
Oh, so he just left it up even though nothing was over here?
Yeah.
It's funny.
Alright, what's the save?
It's funny we haven't been doing concentration checks either.
Yeah.
Every time you've taken damage.
The save
Hey,
is
that's-
18.
Jeez, how many checks did we miss?
All of them.
Yeah. I was.
Can you give me one? This might mess me up.
How about this? Make 4 Constitution saving throws. You need to at least get 8 or more on. I'll say. Yes. I need to just get 10 or more on any of them to keep the wall up.
Alright, so make 4 of them.
Yeah. You need at least 10 or higher.
Okay, there's one.
Nope.
There's the second one. There's the third one.
Dropping concentrations at will too, no action required.
16.
So I'll say by the time the last troll dies, and the attacks you've taken, you've already lost concentration on the wall.
Okay.
So when you drag him into the cave, there's no wall or anything.
Okay. Singe won't move, but yeah, we're good here. That'll end his turn.
Alright, Failure.
Alright.
No wall of death.
Given... Yeah, that's there. I've backed against it, seeing that this troll has been thrown onto its back by Latya, and he was like, ha ha ha, the next thing that he's gonna do is immediately charge it. He, somewhere in the back of his head is aware of the fact that means he's going to get splashed with acid, but he's, outwardly not caring.
Alright.
Alright, so how hurt is it looking
Barely
as I
hurt.
approach it while it's on the ground here?
Barely hurt.
Alright, I'm going to use Weapon Mastery for Nick to make both the dagger attacks in the action.
Alright.
Now, I can't remember since, we haven't been, since I haven't used this a whole lot. When you do offhand attack, doesn't that, like, take away proficiency bonus or something?
No. Basically, remember with Nick, you're doing your offhand as part of your action, so you still have your bonus action free.
Oh yeah, because it's technically using the same attack just with 2 weapons, so it would still be, yeah.
Yeah. So you still, you're still proficient.
Because I know that there are certain circumstances where that's the case, where like certain offhand attacks don't get your proficiency bonus and stuff.
Well, you do have advantage on the attack since he's prone.
That is correct, which means that I have sneak attack. I'll start up with pick and pocket primarily. This is trusty stiletto. That is a dirty 20.
Yep, that hits.
I suppose I'll toss the second one just to see if it crits, crit fishing as my friend calls it. And that is a no. It does not.
Yeah, second.
Alright.
So roll damage.
6 plus sneak attack. I will be doing full sneak attack because it's already tripped and I can't poison since I don't have a poisoner's kit, so woo! So I'm going to say I pretty much come down with the knife straight into its, like, lower chest area.
That's, okay, 17.
For that first one.
So it says, so it's what, 17 and then 6 for the dagger?
Yeah, that was all piercing.
How do you want to do this?
So yeah, you know, he saw it get knocked over, and he's like, ah, "You fell over," and everything. Of course, without actually saying anything. And then he charges towards it with his, you know, the stiletto, the pick and pocket in hand. And then he comes down over the top of it, and he just looks it straight in the face and goes goodbye. And then he just shanks right into the bottom of its chest. So probably barely missing its heart,
So it's like you stab an edge
cutting
with,
some major artery.
so you stab into it as you withdraw. You splash back with the acidic blood, and you take 14 points of acid damage.
So it'd be 7, 3, and 3, assuming they're still within range. I don't know what the range on Warding Bond is, Singe.
I think it's 60 feet in feet, isn't it?
Let me pull it up. Our
Cause
target is within 60 feet, yes.
okay, so yeah, you both take 3 then. My apologies, I keep withering away at your health.
Singe is doing fine. His armor, not so much.
I think it's the 3rd time that I've ticked you with that. I keep taking 14. That's the 3rd time I've taken 14.
But my dice apparently really like the number 14.
I feel like I'm missing a tick, so I'm going to take an extra 3 damage.
That's probably because I sent one of them your way when you weren't here yet.
Maybe.
Alright,
In any case,
so
all good.
that one is dead now.
Yep. Only
So
one-
as Phalar withdraws his blade, he's just like, that look in his eyes, like, that wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, and then he turns and sees that we've got this, you know, he probably can't directly see it unless the wall has been dropped, but he definitely hears the commotion inside the cave.
the wall's gone.
Alright, so yeah, he would see the commotion in the cave and be like, ah, so we still have one then. I realized I used Nick and I didn't even need to because I killed it with the first set of damage, so we'll just say that he probably drove both of the daggers down.
Alright.
Because, can't really do a bonus action short bow attack, so. I could, however, attempt to cast my Evil Eye on it. As my bonus.
What do you want to do? I think it's already. I think it's already on it from the previous round.
Oh yeah, is that the one that got feared?
Yeah, it's still afraid.
Alright, yeah. So when I cast a curse on something, it removes the Evil Eye's, like, impending doom thing, but I could technically recast it on him, but since he's still feared, I won't.
Okay.
If just for future reference, the Evil Eye, if it's on a target, it means that I get my sneak attack regardless of the circumstances, but once it's cursed, it removes that effect of the Evil Eye.
Alright. Let's see it.
So that is me.
Alright. It is going to. Still afraid. Yeah, it's just gonna try and attack you, Singe. But at disadvantage since
Is he grappled?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if I don't know why I keep thinking, like, if he's grappled, I keep imagining that his arms are to his side as he's wrapped up.
15 to hit on the first one.
I had its AC somewhere. There's AC's 18.
Alright, so that misses. 24 on the second attack. That hits.
Yep.
And Alright, and 15 for the third, so only one hits your defender.
Damn it, the ceiling was 20 feet away, yeah?
Yeah.
Hmm.
14 points of damage.
Ouch. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, he uses action to attack you instead of try to break free, but it doesn't make a wisdom save again. Nope, still fails.
This is the first time that I've cast that on something and it didn't immediately leave its curse. That damn chain one still has me slightly salty.
It has an intelligence of 7, so it's.
The chain golem still has me slightly salty because I got it blinded and then it immediately left the blinding.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn it. That's 3 of my 4 curse points to do that.
Alright. Antonia. Your
Alright,
turn.
did we determine is Singe's armor suit, it's a construct, I think you guys were saying, so therefore it's considered a creature?
Yes.
Yes, it is a creature.
So. Boom. Alright, so the construct I will heal for 45 for my bonus action.
Alright.
So like magically pieces are showing back up on it, I guess. And then
Yeah, I forgot it. Heal 15 at the start of its turn.
so if I go to do my fire breath attack on the troll, is it going to affect Singe?
I think
If I aim for his top part, because you said he's larger than him, so if I aim for the top that's above the construct, since he would be taller than him,
yeah, I'll say you're probably able to.
I could miss Singe as long as I aim for the head.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna first attack fire breath at it. And that's a dex save of 15 or higher.
Succeed with a 21.
All right, and so my second, I'll do the same thing. What was it?
12.
Ooh, he failed that one. All right, so let me see here. All right, so yeah, so for that, one of them is a maxed out, so there's a 14. I'll roll the maxed out one. That's another maxed out one, so that's 24. Roll that one. And that's a 1, so 25 total damage fire.
How do you want to do this?
His head is just now a roasted turkey, pretty much. I cooked him.
Alright. Yeah.
And he's just pretty much gonna go lifeless in Singe's arms.
Well, I muted. What'd you say? What happened?
Alright, so at the start of my turn, I healed your construct for 45.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then, so pretty much it was like magically pieces were suddenly showing back up on you.
Pretty much Magneto to them back in
Pristine
place.
condition.
And then, I used my fire breath on its head so it would avoid you taking any damage because he was taller than you, so I aimed for his head. First one missed, second one dealt 25 damage, killing him, so I cooked his head like a turkey in an oven, and then he fell lifeless in your arms.
Oh. Oh, there's my. Can I do my turn anyway?
Sure, if you want to.
Okay. I was so focused on mapping this out because my first plan wasn't working. I missed most of that. So Singe uses his action to cast Spider Climb on the suit of armor, and then with his bonus action commanded it to charge up the wall, using its own bonus action to activate its Boots of Haste.
Okay.
And spending, I was gonna ask, jumping is part of the movement, yeah? I don't need like an action for that?
Yeah, that's part of your movement.
So he's gonna spider climb, run up the wall to the ceiling, and then jump and body slam the whole troll into the ground from the ceiling. This most ridiculous wrestling move ever, out of nowhere.
What would be even better is if the troll gets torched right before you go to body slam it, so then as it's falling to the ground, you just.
Yeah, so you're gonna pretty much upside down body slam / pile driver it onto that soft cooked turkey head, so it's just gonna squish.
Yeah.
Planted in the swamp good enough, he'd suffocate and drown too. Plant him like a tombstone.
Can I look
So-
at my skeletons and see how badly damaged they are?
Yeah, they're hopeless.
Can I?
Most of the bone, like most of the shapes of the bones, it's like they most of them have been eaten away by the pool of the snake blood that's on them.
So at the signal of the end of the battle, after Andonia cooked that head, she's gonna get engulfed by a fire, return to her normal self, and then collapse.
When that troll dies, because I'm missing one of my, or one of them, could I use the reaction to turn the troll into a soul trinket, so that I can top off my trinket count?
As you start to do that, you see that some of its wounds are starting to close a little bit. You see a lot of these trolls, their bodies are starting to some of their wounds are just slowly starting to stitch themselves back together.
So its body is
Back
repairing
up.
itself, but I just took the soul out of that one, so that one probably shouldn't be coming back.
No, I'm saying before you can, because it's
Ah.
repairing itself, it's not truly dead.
Just the one, or
All of
are we
them.
noticing any of them? All of them, okay.
Yeah,
So even the one I body slammed with its head submerged.
yeah. You
And cooked.
see like the skin's just slowly starting to repair.
Does Singe notice the burnt head one, or like the burns healing, or the burning is like of any note to Singe?
The one you slammed down is gone, but you see the rest of them are outside the cave. They are starting to slowly heal.
And I look
Question.
around the cave. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, question: the one that my devil froze and then shattered, is that one's not coming back, or is it?
Here, I'll just put them back, put the minis back out just so you get an idea. And
While you're doing that, can I walk in the cave about this far where I'm at and use my true sight and see if I see anything interesting or valuable within the cave?
you see that in the back of the cave are the missing bodies. Kind of. Some have like had their arms ripped off. Some you see there's like a lot of these corpses, a lot of the bodies have been ripped up, and you see signs of chewing on some of their limbs. So this one is not repairing. This one is repairing. I forget where the other ones were. I think.
One of or if you're not,
I
is the one that's by Singe? Is that the one that he body slammed?
Yes, that's the one.
All right, so there should be another one there that my devil froze solid and then shattered into pieces. Because that's where he died at.
Yeah, that one is starting to repair.
The cooked one is not. The shattered into pieces is.
I was supposed to see.
I was gonna say if you just put the ones there that are repairing,
Okay.
because then that way the ones that are just dead, we don't have to worry about accounting for.
Can I check the body of this one that's repairing to see if it's being done by magical forces?
Above table. I was gonna say above table. To me, it would have to be magic forces because he's in a shattered, cold, QB state. That's just above table. My assumption on it.
Make an Arcana.
Singe will help too.
Okay.
Alright. 21.
This does seem like very similar to that necromantic thing that Otto felt when he was in the graveyard. There feels like there's some necromantic power within these creatures that somehow repairing their bodies that seems even beyond what seems possible. Yeah, you see like all its frozen bits. You see like the sinews of the muscles, or like almost like strings are coming together, and the limbs are being pulled towards its body, and it's starting to. The limbs are now starting to attach to it.
I would communicate that to the rest of the group that these are being sewn back together with necromantic magic.
Indonia has no idea what's going on. When battle was over, she engulfed in a flame, returned to her normal state, and collapsed.
I suggest
So-
we,
Yeah, Phalor kind of look over and he's like, I don't think we should stick around for much longer if that's the case. I'd hate to have to fight them a second time over.
yeah. I guess we should head back to the inn and regroup.
They'll kind of look over at Andonia and be like, "Does somebody want to help with her, by the way? She may need help getting herself back on her feet."
Can I try and wake Adonia? And if she does not wake up, can I just carry her back to the inn? I want to try and shake her awake first, though.
Try and shake her.
Doesn't do nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
There's only two ways to wake her.
Out like a light.
Well, 3 ways.
Yeah.
Above table, there's 3 ways to wake her. It takes 12 hours, or greater restoration, or wish.
Can I just carry her then back to the...
Yeah.
You have 20 strength, so.
You're a strong boy, elf.
Yeah.
Just like haul her over your shoulder, just like the one shoulder, like a lumberjack carrying wood.
What were you saying, Singe?
Are these all just shrubs around us, or are there any taller trees?
I think that the trees are decently sized. It's just a matter of they seem diminutive because we are, size scaling based off of the fact that Alatya is there.
Yeah.
If we take into reference the fact that, for example, Phalor is like around 5.5 feet tall, then the trees are probably like 10, 15, maybe.
Yeah.
If Singe investigates, the healing ones are probably unconscious or gonna be unconscious until they recover from their damage.
What you can tell, probably like at the rapid rate they're healing, that it's probably not going to be long before they start regaining consciousness.
Shorter than an hour?
Make a medicine check. Let's see if you can.
I'm gonna start walking back to the inn with Indonia.
14.
Yeah, I would say probably next hour, hour and a half. We'll probably be back.
Okay, so longer than an hour.
Yeah.
That should be plenty of time. I think Singe is gonna drag the one healing in the water out next to the other one
I think
and
there's one
start
more, isn't there?
digging a pit underneath one of the trees. That'll fit their bodies.
Okay.
I
I'm
could
gonna
have
attempt an
the,
experiment.
could probably have the guardian help you dig the pit if you want. It's got big hands.
That would be much appreciated.
So then Phalar kind of looks over at the guardian, and he's just like, I know it's not really a combat thing, but help him dig.
It probably just reaches down, just with its massive
Starts
hands.
like
just
grabbing handfuls of dirt.
Yeah. It's probably the size of its hand. You could probably make like a grave and probably like 3 handfuls.
Because it's probably picking up roughly, like, I'd say about like maybe a bit more than a watermelon's worth of dirt per handful
Yeah.
in terms of size.
So are y'all heading off to the... heading back?
Yeah. I am with Indonia.
Alright.
Phalar's kind of lingering for a moment, and then he's gonna look at Singe, since Singe said that he was gonna do an experiment, and he's going to be like, I'm going to head back with the others to make sure that they get back safe. I'll keep the Guardian here with you, and I'll have it come back with you.
Okay.
So then he just kind of looks over at the Guardian, because, you know, that was kind of like a command to it as well, that when Singe returns, it'll come back with him.
Oh, beautiful. Spider climb lasts a full hour. Singe just gonna start hanging him over the pit from the tree. And start building a bonfire in the pit. And lighting the bottom of the tree on fire if possible. And see what happens if they wake up, or if they fall in the pit and burn.
Oh, you're effectively putting them on a smoking rack?
Kinda.
Is that what... Like, he's smoking the trolls.
Alright. Guess we'll see what
That's
happens.
effectively what he's done. He's hung them upside down over the top of a burning bonfire in a pit.
I wonder if they'll be more cooperative in this situation.
Yeah, I'm just making my way back to the...
Alright.
inn with Indonia over my shoulder. What is Phalar doing?
Oh, he came back with the... shortly after the two of you, and he just told the Guardian to stay behind and then follow Singe back. So it probably would be a few minutes, and then he would show up as well.
I am very exhausted. I've used all my spells. Basically. I'm gonna need a long rest.
So he's gonna go and collapse into a bed.
I'd go put Donya in their bed. And
Yeah, she got her own private room.
go up to her there. Put them in their bed. And then probably pass out on the floor in there.
Probably in the first half hour, Singe will do shocking grasp on one of those bodies just to see if they wake up at all.
Let's see. You see that they're, like, as their bodies are coming closer to, you see like, as now like the ones whose limbs were detached, you see this one's healing seems almost more accelerated than the rest. Now that all its limbs have now attached.
If shocked, they don't like wake up though, they're just stuck in that healing state.
Yeah, they're still unconscious.
We're gonna pass out in this corner right here.
Was there at any point that they spoke at all, or were they all just mindless in their monsterism?
Mindless in their monsterism.
One did respond to me, or not respond, but did come after me when I spoke to it in Undercommon.
Well, I guess before letting them finish healing, Singe will probably just drop them in the pit and let them cook and see if it, like, the healing is beating the flames.
Wow, okay. Yeah, one seems to be almost, its body seems to be healing just at the rate as the fire is burning it. Let's see, check the other one. Yeah, the other one starts to burn away.
This is a serious concern. I should buy some time and inform the people. He'll try to, like, set up the tree to collapse on the pit. If, how would I do that? I guess I'd arrange it kind of like a trap. I'll have, like, a ledge or something, some low-hanging branches that maybe could reach up to grab if it tends to wake up, and then hopefully I can, like, damage the roots so that it will just easily fall on top of it.
As you start working, you see a singed claw reach over the top of the pit, and then another one as it starts to pull itself up. The one that almost seems to be rapidly healing, its eyes, its normal eyes are now just black specks as it's just it feels like you're just, what should be eyes are now just seem almost like sockets of just void as it's now pulling itself out of the pit, staring at you intently.
Singe casts Cure Wounds on it.
Its eyes remain.
Puppet understands good intentions.
Its eyes remain same. It kind of looks down at some of its wounds. It doesn't seem aggressive at this point, but just staring at you with an intensity, but you almost sense a confusion on its face at the same time. Almost like it's not quite registering what you're doing.
Can I like roll Arcana to like see if I can, if its magic is like relatable to my own, like, or is it like pure like necromantic or something?
Yeah, roll an Arcana.
21 total.
You get a sense that what you're seeing now is less troll, more of something else. Something, whatever this necromantic power seems to almost have taken over, almost controlling its body.
Curious. It's almost as if it's transformed. Are you hostile?
It doesn't go still immediately aggressive. It's just looking at you with curiosity, looking down at its hands. More or less just staring at its hands, almost like it's still trying to register what's happened to it. Or it just seems very, very confused.
Sins will try to make a makeshift door over the pit just to close it up and smother the flames so it goes out.
Okay.
He'll open the door to look inside, make sure they go out. You didn't
Yeah.
leave anything in there, did you? He'll like look at the strange new creature.
It shakes its head.
That's good. I don't think I dropped anything in there. Are you gonna be okay out here? Should I leave this door open for you for shelter? Since it's a usable box now.
It looks over you, and you hear in your head, "You helping me?" It's not like
not
it's not really. You can tell it's like not really stating, more like a question.
I think we're similar. I was created in a similar fashion. I was somewhat born of flames and magic myself. I wonder if I accidentally created you.
You continue to hear it say, "New body. This is strange." Still just staring at its hands.
Gonna get another NPC added to the party. I tell you what, we have a fondness for making armies, apparently.
Are you hungry?
It nods.
Your new form must require something.
It nods.
Do you know what your body craves?
Meat.
Oh dear. I think most of the meat's down in that pit. Was there another body around?
I mean, there's still like the pile of dead bodies that the trolls were pulling down from the graveyard to munch on. That apparently y'all decided just to leave.
There's the one that the head was cooked on and then got power drived. That one's still there. That troll.
Oh yeah. That one didn't heal, did it? So Singe will walk out to that one, unplug its head from the swamp, and bring it over. Well, there's this meat. There might be some embers down there if you want it warmer. I don't know if that would sound more appealing. But this body's for offer, I believe. It's deserved its transformation.
No, real quick above table with Indonia passed out, and I know it's after 9. Are we getting near?
I don't have to work tomorrow, so I can go a little longer.
Okay, because I know in 5 minutes I gotta take my meds to sleep.
That's fair.
Yep.
That's why I didn't know if Indonia was needed or if she's waking up anytime, because I know it's 12 hours. Well, 12 hours in game time, so I didn't know where it's sitting at for her.
I mean, by next morning, she'll be awake.
Are we gonna reach that
Yeah.
this session? Okay.
Probably going to continue the quest in town, so I don't know how
We got
if there's any
one left,
particular
I think.
quest you were.
Yeah, after this one, we'll have Ashes of the First Circle to do.
Yeah, you still gotta return the bodies. So they can be...
We might just barely start the next one by the end of the session, at this rate.
Yeah.
Unless you want to, like, do anything with this particular one. It'd probably be good just to have us finish up here.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was curious as to where it was going to stand with Indonia, because if she's going to be out for the rest of this session, then I was going to call it so I can go get my meds taken and all that.
Yeah, you can probably bounce.
All right, the next week it'll be next morning then for her?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, I'll catch you all next week. Well, I mean, you
catch
guys
you
will
later.
talk to me between, so.
All
All right. All right, later.
Later.
Later. Is he interested in the offered meat?
He kind of looks at the troll. Makes kind of like a sneaky face. And shakes its head.
Interesting. Can you describe what's unappealing?
Eats the dead is wrong.
I could understand that. We should let the dead rest then. He'll slide it into the box. Turn to look at the other bodies in the distance. Don't think I have enough spell slots. Oh, I got a bag of holding. I should be able to fit all the bodies in my bag for now, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. And quietly pack those all away. Come back over. Well, I'm all done here. I'm gonna head to town and help settle the people's concerns, and I believe we should look into a form of meat that you can eat.
It nods.
Since you are a new creature, we should be careful, because new things scare people, and if they're scared of you, we should reassure them. I'm not sure what we should reassure them of, we don't know yet, but
You watch
maybe
it.
just to avoid scaring them, we should be careful, is all I mean.
I can help. You watch it kind of hold its hand up, and you watch that same blackness in its eyes, almost like smoke kind of drift out from it, getting a little bigger and almost seems to swirl around it. And
Sindra would do just like a smoky mage hand in comparison. Be like, whoa, I'm almost like that.
we'll say
That shield defender of Balar's, it's not like hollow, is it? He wouldn't be able to like climb inside of it too as his own fighting armor.
Yeah, no, it's solid to the core. Pretty
Okay.
much the wooden frame underneath acts as a skeleton, and then the stone plating outside that makes up its armor acts as its outer body. And then somewhere inside of it, there's probably like, turning cogs or gears or something, and some arcane energy powering it.
you watch as the smoke that's completely developed its form as it almost dissipates. You see he now looks human. And you see him look at you. His eyes still black void, and he says, "Less scary."
Oh, very inconspicuous. That's nice. He's got like clothing on. He's not just naked, smaller man.
Yeah, he's wearing simple clothing.
Sindra be like impressed and inspecting his clothes and be like, wow, that works real nice. I wasn't able to do that when I was created.
He just shrugs.
Alright, let's head back then. Make his way back with him.
Alright. Fast forward back to town. And yoink. But
There we go. Whoops. Whoop.
yoink.
Is there any guards at the gate that are concerned with this stranger?
Hey, now I lost his money. Unless you grabbed him.
I pulled us all up. Adonia's laying in front of the tavern. The rest of us are at the gate because I wasn't sure if you wanted any type of interference there or checkpoint.
The guards seem almost kind of weary of this new person. And they kind of look at him and say, "What is your business here?" You see, just kind of he just keeps its head low and doesn't say a word.
We'll lead by example and be like, we seek shelter and food to rest. We've dealt with some troll-like creatures in the vicinity. And,
Nods and motions for the gate to be opened.
as he's like entering here, like, that smoky column over there is where we burned most of their remains. And I am carrying the missing remains of various locals to return to the resting place. And
Nods.
unless there's further inspection, yeah, we just regroup, I guess, and
Yeah, so I guess this is when you failure would see this figure come in, some wearing simple clothing, but the biggest thing that sticks out is his eyes are just completely black.
He kind of looks over. He has like a slight head tilt with like, you know, not the eyebrow raised, but like the one eye slightly opening thing, like the curiosity glance. And then he kind of looks over towards Singe and looks back towards him, look back towards Singe, and he's like, see, you picked up a new friend along the way.
Yeah, he seems created similar to how I was. I've also collected the remains of the locals for returning to their resting place.
Oh, you're rather efficient when you're left to do your own work, aren't you?
My father told to do things properly. Are you okay? I sustained minor injuries, which were, I believe, connected through our bond. Are you injured?
I took a few burns here and there from the acid bursting off of the trolls, but I've been worse for wear in my time. I'm sure I will recover.
Singe will cast Cure Wounds if there's anything to repair.
Yeah. I have taken damage. He's just, you know, he's trying to be strong and stubborn about it. In reality, he's missing roughly a third of his HP. You can definitely see that he's got some
I imagine we'll long
burn
rest,
marks
but
on his
yeah,
non-ghostly
Singe
section.
would just do it out of care. He's like, I was taught to take care of my good friends. I think you're a good friend.
Ah, well, that is very much appreciated.
And then he'll turn to the bar, looking for a barkeep. We require various meats. We are hungry.
Sure, that can be arranged. He'll walk around the bar. Scoop some onto a platter.
He'll turn to the new creature and be like, for now, make yourself comfortable. We will figure out what we can about you to help you sustain life.
He nods. He'll walk past you, grab the plate. Not even waiting to get back to the table, he just he's like tilts the plate and just like almost like in the almost like his mouth almost
Unhinge.
Yeah, unhinged as he swallows it all in about half a second. Just swallows.
Oh, Singe is just impressed. Maybe makes some scribbled notes. You can hear it scribbling from inside the suit of armor.
And he just burps like unceremoniously.
Impressive. Do you require more sustenance?
He nods.
You'll basically spend the night taking care of him, getting him fed, figuring out his needs and what.
Alright.
It's all research to him. He'll avoid trying to let him get out of his sight, because out of concern for the people's safety at the new life form, but he's also highly interested in just finding a creature that he feels is similar to himself, finally.
So since I passed out on the floor in Donia's room,
Yeah.
no one else can long rest while I'm sleeping there. But thankfully I can only... What were you gonna say?
I think the only place might be probably Cold Hideout. I think that would be far enough.
Well, thankfully I only have to... My long rest is only 4 hours from being a...
True.
Elf, so they'll just have to stay up a little bit longer.
Yeah, so I'm sure at some point you'd come down and see this Singe taking care of this strange new creature.
Do we
Before I
all get
leave,
long rest?
Yeah.
yeah.
Sweet.
So before I leave, I'm gonna leave a note. Donya.
You can probably just DM it to him.
Yeah. I'm going to. When I come down, I see Singe messing with that. I want to. It's still. Oh, it's probably early in the morning, probably like 3 a.m. or so by now.
Yeah.
2, something like that. I want to go, and I'll let the Slad know to follow me. He's sitting in the tavern, disguised as a human right now.
Alright.
I want him to follow me, and I want to go check out the whatchamacallem, Undertaker.
Alright.
And see if he
Good
knows what's
lord.
going on.
Did not realize the speed this thing has.
Alright, so you're gonna go and wake the Undertaker?
If I can get out of. How do you teleport?
Hold shift. You should see a transparent thing of your mini. Then you just drag it over and then click and it'll put you back down.
Where am I? First off.
Yeah, I don't even see you.
There I am. Okay, I found myself. Alright. I'm gonna walk with this lad, have him join me. And I'm gonna go stand outside the Undertaker's house for a minute or so and see if I can hear anything inside.
You only hear snoring.
I want to cast. Can I check the door first off for any arcane runes or anything?
Yes, you see there's, uh, you see there's arcane runes kind of on the door frame.
Alright. I want to knock on the door and wake him up. I'll have the flat hanging out over here behind the wall so you can't see him.
You kind of hear it kind of mumbles through the wall. What do you want?
I'll tell him he needs to come to the door. It's urgent.
Ah. And you hear some more snoring.
He wants to play it the hard way. Let me. I'm gonna back up. His house is made of wood, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
simple
Me,
wooden
the flat,
shack.
I'm gonna back up. What's the range on this? 120 feet. I'm gonna come sit over here, and I'm gonna shoot firebolt at it and set the house aflames.
Starts burning.
Oh my god.
Eventually the door opens. Come on, slider. Eventually he comes running out.
I'm gonna come running over to him and be like, "Are you okay, sir? Your house is on fire. I was just leaving the tavern and happened to see smoke and fire."
Make a deception check.
Should that be an advantage since he's probably in a panic?
Yeah.
Well, let's just scratch that roll and I'll reroll. Advantage. Advantage. That was worse than the first one. It was the same exact roll. It's an 8. I think.
I thought I saw an
What's the first
11
one?
previously.
Oh. Yeah, let's go with the 11.
He kind of looks back saying, "Well, he'll just stand there and get some damn water."
Let's go. Is he gonna run toward the well right here in front of us?
Yeah. He's gonna run over to the well, start pulling up a bucket. Pull up a bucket and walk over and he starts going back. Are you? Some point he kind of looks over you, saying, "Are you not gonna help?"
Yeah, I'll start helping me in the sled.
We'll say it takes since it hadn't burned that long. We'll say it didn't take you long before it finally. Takes you about 10 minutes, but you're able to finally put it all out.
After we put it out, I want to say, does he know what started the fire?
I don't know. I was in there sleeping.
Weird. Also, I wanted to let you know that we found the bodies that had gone missing out of the graveyard.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, you can finally get some damn peace around here.
It seems they were taken by trolls that are being controlled by some type of necrotic magic.
That's strange. I'm gonna stop and just stare up at the sky.
Would you know anything about that?
No idea. He's not even looking at you, he's just staring at the sky.
Through telepathic sense, I want the lad to run up and grapple him.
Alright. Roll athletics for the slad.
1 second. Let me get his stats up. Athletics.
I mean, that would be just is Just do it.
strength check?
Yeah, just a strength check.
Okay. Fuck you. If it dies, that was almost a 20. That's 7.
It's like the Slag kind of grab him. He kind of almost with like one hand kind of like with his arm kind of like pushes his arm back, almost like shoving him back a little bit. What's the meaning of this?
I'm gonna ask the sled, what are you doing?
What's your friend doing?
I think he may have had too much to drink at the tavern.
Maybe he needs to get some sleep. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, he's going to walk back into the shed.
As he's leaving, I'm gonna have the Slack because he can do it at will. Let's see. I'm gonna have him. Wait, never mind. Hold on. Yeah, cast Detect Thoughts on him.
This lad hears things like strange-looking fellow, strange-looking elf man, strange downtown. You hear just grumbles. I need to find better work and just very much like grumbles of somebody who's been doing this for too damn long. Just old, tired.
He mustn't have. He was looking up at the sky. Is the door shut?
You see he's turning about. He's like turned around. Is now like put his hand on the door. You see he's about to shut it.
I want to stop it as he goes to shut it. With my staff.
He like goes a little and stops and just stares at you. His hand at the door.
I'm like, I have some questions for you. You seem to know something about them trolls and necrotic forces going on, because you seemed very off-put when I brought them up.
You see he looks at you. Looks past you, kind of looks, making sure nobody's around. Kind of like motions with his head for you to come inside, without saying a word. Their friend stays outside.
I'll go in.
And he'll close the door. I think we can end the session here. We'll do secret stuff beginning of next session.
Alright.
Sure.
End on a cliffhanger.
All right.